Hello, my awesome YouTubers and Instagram followers and anybody out there in the world. So, I'm creating a program for reselling, and I wanted to tell you what that's about and what it entails and what you might need in order to take this class. And I'm creating this because I wanted to help people, but initially it happened because somebody was trying to like get scammy and weird on me in my eBay. And then I was like, oh, I know how to handle this. And I dealt with it. And I was like, you know what? If anybody else is experiencing this, I want to be able to help others. And that's how my class was born, just because somebody was trying to make money off me in a weird way on my eBay account. And so that's how it started. And I started to get a lot of interest and it's growing so fast. But there's an issue that's happening is that um, I noticed that some people can't afford the program and they're just maybe not the right fit now. So that I just don't want anybody to join and not be able to make money, because I take your success and your reselling journey very, very personally. Like if you're failing or if you're not doing well, like I will be really hurt. Like I'll get depressed. Okay, so that's why I'm making this video for people that are on the fence or hardly have any capital and they're trying to pay off on their credit card to join my class. I really don't want that. I know people that are willing to take people like that, but I just think that it would not be fair to you or me. So basically, what you're getting is recorded live modules of different platforms that I sell on and my experience with them and how I sell on those platforms and my strategies that I use in order to make sales on those platforms. And also, what I'm known for is being the Zara queen and H&M or whatever. So fashion bloggers favorites is what I have a reputation for selling for very high margin. And I just initially, that was the draw for a lot of people, is that I sell a lot of fashion bloggers favorite for very high return on investment, and that was kind of my niche. So I kind of just shared videos about Zara and H&M and how I shop and my experience when there's the sales and how I price things and how I find bloggers and things like that to make buying decisions. So that's probably the most part that people are interested in. But I also wanted to share all the other platforms I sell on, because certain platforms I make more money and certain platforms I make less. And I didn't think that it would be fair to you if I only shared my buying secrets. I felt like I wanted to share like my complete journey, and also wanted to share that I have over 176,000 followers on Poshmark, and I have 19,000 followers on social media, Instagram, and I have a YouTube channel with I think 1,000 subscribers. So if you have like no followers, hardly any inventory, hardly any money for just basic supplies like boxes, tapes, thermal paper and all that, then that would not be fair to you if I sold you my program and you're like, I bought a Zara tank top and it didn't sell. Like this has been a 3-year journey, 4-year journey for me to finally get to the level that I'm at. And so I wanted to give you feedback on like how you would use my program and how it would benefit you, and what to expect, because I want to not have anybody disappointed or lose any money or not feel comfortable paying whatever I charge. So what happened is the first, there's right now there's 3 modules that are currently already recorded in the actual program. So I have Zara module already recorded, and that talks about the 25 bloggers that I follow, how I buy during sale times, and what is my strategies for returns and things like that, and how I price items. the second module is H&M, and it teaches about like collaborations and the bloggers I follow there, and also like my strategies of what I buy and how I buy things. And there's a recorded video of like me shopping and saying like why I buy certain things and why I don't. And then the third module is Amazon, and this is Amazon basics. It's not like bundling, it's not about multi-packing, it's not about variations, it's not about like getting things from Alibaba. It's just basic, like what I did in my mistakes. Like for instance, I bought shoes for $50 each and they all sold, but it took too much of my income. So like now I buy like less expensive things like tinsel and at things at the Dollar Tree and things like that. Like, because I think that what you don't know as an Amazon seller in the beginning, that a lot of these huge sellers that you get so like drawn in by that are selling millions, is that you need money and capital to buy these higher price inventories to make more profit. And not all of us have that kind of income. So I wanted to share that. And also the first few months that you're on Amazon, nobody tells you that they actually don't pay you until 30 days later, until the customers don't have any issues with it, because you have no reviews and Amazon doesn't trust you. And so I wanted to share all these things that I was like, what the F? Like, nobody told me this. And like also when I was printing out things or trying to print out the label, like, where's the next button? Where's that button? Like, how do I do that? So it's just exactly like what you do to ship out your first box. So if you already shipped out tons of Amazon boxes, this is not for you. This is somebody who's really scared to do Amazon, and you're just going to learn how to ship your first box, okay? And then the rest of the videos, like for instance, January, it's going to be eBay, and it's going to be social media marketing and sales. And that's going to be alive at the end of the month of January. And they usually last almost like 2 hours, because afterwards we just chit chat and it's like such a good time, right? So like what happened, I do is I give a presentation through PowerPoint, and I might do a screen share of what I do when I'm, using the accounts. And then afterwards it's a Q&A, and everybody just asks questions and we chit chat, and there's like, I don't know, like 30 people, and we just go on and until it cuts out. Like, I'm just there for you to answer everything until the video cuts out. And then after eBay and social media marketing, I'm going to be teaching Mercari, Tradesy, Vestiaire, Poshmark, and Mindset, and quite possibly also adding dropshipping and print on demand, just the very basics, because I'm kind of learning that right now. And just basically everything I learned to become where I'm at, to you, and my experiences, my mistakes, and also what I wish I would have done. So it's like whenever you buy a program, you're just buying fast forward everything that person experienced, and like it's somebody you trust. I think that the number one thing, the reason why people are buying so fast and buying a lot from me, is because they know I'm trustworthy. Like, I'm not gonna like lie. And that's exactly why I'm making this video. Like, if you only have like $79 in checking account and you just charge it and you have nothing else just because you felt pressured or felt like my charisma made you want to buy, like, this is not for you. And maybe later along the lines, like, you would buy my program afterwards. Another thing I want to share is that say you do have money and you do have a business thrifting and reselling, is you don't just throw away everything you've done and then just do what I teach. It's obviously just incorporating what you're doing really, really well already, and then just kind of adding my ideas and strategies into your niche. So like, for instance, pretend you're a thrifter and you buy everything at the bins, but then you've seen my video about fashion bloggers' favorite. And so when you look up the photos, you see that one of the items was a super popular fashion bloggers. So my video might change your behavior by raising the price a little bit, using the nicer photos, and then putting it on the platform that I give advice gets more sales for bloggers' favorites. And then say like you're already thrifting, and then on the way from the market, there's 3 markets on the way home, like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Ross. And then like pretend you have some time and you start scanning some of the used start scanning some of the candies, or you start scanning some decorations, or you're at the thrift store and you see some used electronics and you know how to test them, or you see some used books and so you want to ship that out. So you're just slowly incorporating my ideas in your already very successful strategies of what you do until you make enough money to get NuaTag items. And that's why I went that way. Like, for instance, I used to only buy at the bins. I also, get thrifted items. When Salvation Army had a $2 sale, I would go to all 3 Salvation Armies and fill my trunk with all of the items, and they're all sold. And then after that, I used that money to buy NuaTag, and then I started growing my social media following, my Poshmark following, my closet to NuaTags, and then now I could buy very expensive $30, $50 items. Before, I would spend only under $5, which I highly suggest for you. And then I also took an Amazon course with Mandy, and I took a Facebook course with e-commerce empowerment. But what I noticed is they're kind of buying more expensive items that I couldn't afford. And so then I would just buy like things at the Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store and then make small profits. And then I would get reviews. And then as I started to do that, I started to ungate from more and more items that are a little bit more expensive. Now I have more money to like invest a little bit more. So I want to teach you all the mistakes I made in the beginning and what I wish I did differently, so that I could save you the heartache of, like, say, overspending for Amazon inventory and now you're broke and they haven't paid you because it's been a month that you get the payment, but not scare you to not do that, so like what you can do differently. And then also like mindset. I incorporated mindset and social media marketing because if you have social media and you grow your social media following, then you could start selling them programs. Like I sold my programs. And then you could start sharing some of the items that are expensive that you're trying to sell, like the shackets. Now I only have 4 more, but I was like promoting it in my social media. So people were buying my closet. How to like use social media to like get even more sales. And then the mindset is like, I want to incorporate that too, because that's my struggle right now. Like I've never made this much money in my entire life. And so like how to grow your mindset while you're growing your wealth, and also how to not be scared because you get like imposter syndrome. You feel like you're not worthy. You feel like, oh, I don't want to be scammy to people. And so like, increasing the mindset and all of that will also help you with your business as you grow and as you make more money. So I had to give this video as expectation, as disclaimer, as protection for your finances, because NuaTag is expensive. It's expensive, and also Amazon is really picky and strict, and it's just a different ball game. And I think that like I wanted to share like the things that I didn't do properly that would have closed my store down. Like for instance, with Amazon, I did this module and I used their pamphlet of how to like wrap things and make things shipped out to FBA, because nobody explained that to me. And I literally just got saran wrap and like wrapped it and put the label on top of it. Like I was just being cheap, I always say be Korean, buy cheap, I always make that joke. But like, like all the precautions that Amazon requires for the shipment. And so that's kind of where everything that I struggled with the first year of reselling, the first few years, I feel like I kind of put those in the videos. And then just also like the strategies of like how you can make sales in a platform that's really frugal. If the people are really frugal, like, let me give you an example. Like I will price high, like say I price a really beautiful Zara Blogger's Favorite for $75. And then like when I get like at least 15 likes, then I'll, offer 10%, 20% plus free shipping, knowing that how much margins I'll get. And then when that doesn't sell on like say Poshmark or Tradesy, then I'll throw it on eBay, because I know at eBay, most of the people want things for like $19.99 and $29.99. And so like those kind of strategies of what I share. And I just wanted to share all that. And I don't want you to feel pressured. You could always get my program later when you are like killing it and you're making a lot more money. And I also want you to have the proper expectation. Like the ones that are being really successful in my class right now, there's like a handful of girls that have already made their money back, and they're like really excited to have this new business model. The thing that I noticed that they're doing is they're going to multiple stores, they test it out, like they buy something, and then if it doesn't get a lot of likes, or it doesn't sell real fast after a few weeks, then they just return it, and then they buy the other one, and then that one sold, and so then they start going to all the other stores and buying it. Like they just have this mentality of like really working my system very at a high level, and those are the ones that have had experience reselling. So if you have like zero experience with reselling, you've never sold anything online, then you're not going to have that kind of like hustle mentality like they might have, that will put them at that level a little bit higher. But if you are a beginner with selling, the reason why you can still take my course and still get benefit from it is because now you know the strategies in your mind. So say that you just thrift all the time, but then you like see one blogger's favorite, you know what to do with that. Okay. So I hope this kind of clarifies things. So the 3 recorded videos are already in the system. The future videos in January is going to be eBay and social media marketing, which has not been recorded. It's going to be live in January. And then February will be like Tradesy and Vestiaire, and then Macari and Mindset. And there be live Zoom classes. And then after all that's recorded, that's when the program is finished. And then I'm going to also have opportunity for one-on-one coaching for 1 month or 1 year, and that's going to be added in later. So these are the things I want you to understand before you join. And I also want you to know that it took me like 4 or 5 years to get to where I'm at. I have a huge following on all platforms. So you cannot compare when you listen to my programs and you buy like 3 bloggers' favorite, like how fast it'll sell. Like with me, it'll be very different experience. But if you're smart with it and you do what I say, which is like you return it within 30 days, you put it on multiple platforms, you still have a chance. And that's where you learn my strategies. And the reason why I add so many different platforms is you might not be good and sell nothing on eBay, but you learn my Amazon and you're like killing it with Amazon. You might be really, really bad with Macari, but you're doing really, really good with Vestiaire and Tradesy. And so even with my own experience, I've tried so many different things. And then I know, okay, I have this reputation for the Zara and the fast fashion, and I'm really good with those kind of trendy styles. And that was the door that opened, and that's when I went full force into that. And so you might try all these different things that I'm teaching, and then you might realize like, I'm amazing in print and demand. I'm amazing dropshipper. And that's why I give you so many different avenues to try about how to sell online before you start to create this niche that you think you're like killing it. And also to know that there's a lot of different opportunities to make money online. Like I didn't think that I was going to make so much money with course sales, and that's something new for me. So you might want to try, social media marketing and sales, and that might be what you make the most money. And then you're like, screw Amazon, screw Tradesy. I want to just do social media marketing and sales through Instagram and cut out the high percentage costs. So that's why I have so many different modules, because I didn't think that would be fair to you if I just said, okay, let's teach you Poshmark, because even though I sell on Poshmark, I still sell a lot on other platforms too. So I hope this helps. The price right now is $79 if you post my ad in your stories. And then after tonight, the $79 price is going to be gone. It's going to jump to my regular price, which is $4.99. And that's because you're gonna get all the videos like halfway through. And also the lives, it's just taking a lot more longer than I expected. And I feel like I have to also be fair to myself as well as the people that are joining, because I don't want to oversaturate everything too. And yeah, so I hope you're watching this video before you make your decision. Please pray about it. Maybe I might not be a good fit for you or whatever. Maybe you want to just stick at the bins and do that first before you do what I'm teaching. And that's fine. There's no pressure. If you just follow me on Instagram and just learn my strategies through there, then that's fine too. Excuse me. So I hope this helps somebody. Please don't feel pressured or wooed by my charming personality to buy my programs. I know that that's also a factor, and I don't want to mislead anybody. And if you have any questions, please comment below. And I have a link in the description of the program. That's $79 if you PayPal me. If you actually buy it on the actual New Zenler website, it's $99 because I can't change that if people don't want to share my ad in their social media stories. So that's why you could just PayPal me direct or Venmo me direct. And great news is that like three to five students have already given me a bunch of feedback. The rest are not really talking a lot about anything. They're telling me they're just learning a lot and that they're growing and they don't regret buying it, even if they haven't made their money back yet, because it's just perspective that they get to grow from. And that's what I just want to create. And thank you so much for watching. If you just want to follow me on social media, my social media handle is Bunch of Styles on Instagram. This is my YouTube channel. I'm also on TikTok. I just do funny dances a little bit, and it's all across the board, Bunch of Styles. My name is Christina Bunch. I initially started reselling because somebody scammed me, which is another video. I linked that down there too. But anyways, thank you so much for trusting me. I really take your success or failures very personally. I really also want you to be successful. That's why I handhold so much and help so much. And then also, I really take it personally if you regret buying my program, or if you can't afford it and you buy because you feel like I'm some reselling angel that's gonna save your life. That's not gonna happen. I just share with my experience. And so I also want you to know that I pray for you. I pray that you have success. I pray that you will do well, and that whatever avenues you focus on, like God will bless you, and that's the place that you are meant to be. And I also encourage people to have their own YouTube channels, to grow their social media, to develop their mindsets. Before this video, all my other 5 years of videos, all like mental health stuff, because I was actually trying to be a therapist. So I really want you to grow in all areas of your life, not just your finances, and also to know Jesus because I'm Christian and all of those things. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe. I have a Christian reselling group also. It's in the link in the bio. Thank you.